what am I going to do? I just don't have time to do a really serious job of weeding right now. Well, I can tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to take off the seeds. I don't have time to dig out every weed that's in this section here. But I know what the seeds look like on each one of these plants, and I'm just plain going to remove the seeds. Because without new seeds, these things won't grow back. There are some plants here that are perennials, but the vast majority of our weeds are actually annuals, which means they come back from seed every year. So for instance, solanum, which is this beastie here, super prickly. It's in the nightshade family. It has little fruits that look like baby tomatoes. The flowers are gorgeous. They're just really beautiful flowers. But they also have some of the worst stickers ever, and the fact that these are slightly pinkish red means when they get in your skin, you really can't find them easily. Now, all I have to do is make sure that these tops with the fruits don't wind up in the soil, and I have eliminated a whole stack of seeds. Now, I know from experience that these seeds can last for years in the ground, but I can still reduce it. So here's another one. I'm just literally grabbing the tops off of them. These are yarrow. They can be extremely invasive where we are. So I don't have time to dig out the bottoms, but I'll just grab the section that's got the flower on top, and I remove those seeds. When I don't have time, which happens sometimes to all of us, that at least allows me to keep the seed problem from getting worse. So for instance, in my corn here, early on I kept out all of the weeds. When they were tiny, it was easy. When they got a bit bigger, it became less easy. I also discovered that Isa loves to come in here and eat the grass. So she has actually mowed down a lot of the grass. But for instance, in this case, this grass seed has managed to produce a top. So I will go in and I will be sure to pull the ones with tops like that. Sometimes I can't even reach the bottom, but if I can grab those seeds off the top, it helps me to control the problem in the long run. So I come along, and there's sections of the yard here that were just so under a couple of years ago that it seemed hopeless. And I said, well, I don't have the time to dig out every weed, but I'll take all the seed heads off. And it worked. I'm not saying I'm weed free, oh heck no. This area here has been left go this summer terribly because I just didn't have the time. This one has the additional problem of having a California poppy woven in with it, and I'm trying not to yank the California poppy. There's the California poppy, and I'm going to get in here and I'm just going to cut off this other thing at the root. Now, some of these seeds have already gone, but I can see there's still a whole stack that haven't. So removing this now means there's literally thousands of seeds that are not going into my garden for next year. And when I'm pressed for time, that's what I do. It's not perfect. It's not the ultimate solution, but I'll tell you what, it can keep the garden from going completely haywire. Hope you find this interesting. Hope you find this useful. Be sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification button. The Japanese say that when you are taking care of a Japanese garden, perhaps it is often better to get an old man to do the gardening rather than a young man. A young man will pick up every leaf and make everything perfect, but an old man will understand that the occasional leaf left can add a little bit of picturesque beauty to the garden. And that's sort of the way I like to think of this. It's not perfect. Some people will be offended by the fact that I have random little plants growing along the sides here, but a lot of those are either herbs or flowers. We like the way it looks, and there's some years where we get the most amazing floral display you could ever imagine. So I hope this helps you, and until next time, bye.